Guys, can I tell you how I just bought a ticket to Sip N Slay Thursday night and it's Saturday morning? It was such an impulsive purchase that I didn't think about that I need an outfit. And I went out Friday night. So let me explain. Thursday night, impulsive purchase, I bought a ticket to Sip N Slay. I can't speak. Sip N Slay. Friday night, I already had date night plans and I had to go to work also. So Thursday night is too late to get an outfit. And the reason I say get an outfit, obviously I have clothes, but I feel like I wanted to look a little more elevated than I usually do. Like I ain't wearing Shein. I tell you that right now. I tell you that right now. I'm not wearing Shein. Like I can't imagine being in a room full of all these like super stylish women and they're like, oh, what do you have on? I'm like, Shein. Oh, no. You know, that's just my personal preference. Like I just feel like where I'm trying to take my style, Shein ain't the one. Anyway, and I have a lot of Shein, so no. So yeah, I buy a ticket Thursday night. Friday morning, I'm like, oh, I don't think I have time to go get an outfit. And I can't order anything because Saturday's the next day and I needed Saturday morning, so an overnight would not get to me in time. And I ended up going to work on my lunch, running to the mall. I was like, I need to do something because I feel like I was like looking in my closet. I was like, none of this is gonna work. But I found a skirt in my closet that would work. And I was like, okay, I just need a top, right? The only store I could think of was like Neiman Marcus that I can find something like, I don't want to say luxury, but like something sort of designer. So I was like, okay, you know, let me go with like Donna Karan. I don't know, DKNY. I'm scrolling on Neiman Marcus website looking for stuff and I found 3 options and it said it was available in my Neiman Marcus. I get to the Neiman Marcus on my lunch break. None of them are available. I was like, oh, the app lied to me. It lied to me. I was like, wow. So I'm walking around the store, nothing, everything. And the problem is I was thinking I wanted to wear something bright. I was like, I want to be bright, colorful, fun. And I couldn't find anything in that store. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to go to something else. I was like, am I gonna have to wear Zara? I don't know. Zara, nothing. Finally, I make it to Mango. I was like, I guess I can wear Mango. Not designer, but whatever. I found something. I was like, okay, this can work. And I think because I took the idea that I wanted to wear something bright and fun out of my head, I was like, you know what? Just find something nice. It could work. And I found something, but my apprehension is that because I found it in the front of the store, it was like on display, I was like, somebody else is gonna have this on, but whatever, we'll be twinsies. But anyway, that is my chaotic story of how I just made an impulsive purchase to go to Sip N Slay. And not only did I buy a ticket, I bought a VIP ticket, which was very pricey. Honestly, all the general admission tickets were gone by the time I was like making a purchase. So I guess it's a really popular event apparently. So I was like, well, you wait till the last minute, that's what you're gonna pay. I am gonna finish getting ready, and when I'm doing my hair and makeup, and then when I'm putting on the outfit, I'll show you guys just so you guys can see where we landed. Okay, so I'm running late. I told myself I was gonna leave here at 8:30. It's now 8:44 a.m. But this is what we came up with. This is a top I got from Mango, and now I'm thinking I should have gotten the small. This is a medium, and I feel like it could cinch me in a bit more. But let me back you guys up so you can see. This, I got a full, it's a full maxi skirt. The skirt is from Boohoo, don't tell anybody. I really feel like, can you guys even see? So yeah, this is the full skirt. I threw on some bangles. I'm gonna insert a picture. Hopefully somebody can take a picture, or I can prop my phone up somewhere to take a picture, but I'm gonna insert a picture of the full outfit. Bunch of random bangles, random chains, and why do I always like day 2 hair better? And one thing I hate is that I tried new products when I was doing my twist out last night, and now there's like little white balls in my hair, and there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, and I'm gonna wear these Steve Madden heels. They're not that high. I think they're like 3.5 inches. So yeah, I almost forgot to show you guys the bag. So this is a full look. like a giant tote or clutch. It's a tote bag, but I'm gonna wear it like a clutch. So here we go. And I got this from Akira a while ago. Yeah, so there goes my idea of wearing a designer outfit. I ain't got a designer outfit. This is what we got. Mango, Boohoo, and Akira, and Steve Madden. Y'all gonna get what y'all get. We don't need designer. We look good. Let this be a reminder that you don't need designer or luxury. As long as you like how you style it, who cares where you got it from? Now let's go. I always wanted to do like a street outfit look. Someone to take a picture of me. I forgot my remote control to take my own picture, but this is a look. And I don't have the heels on, so I figured I'd put them on because I'm early. It's like the event doesn't start till 10. It's 9:45. I got time to kill. I'm just taking content. I was just about to use a timer to take a still photo, and security came out of the building that I was in front of, said you can't be here. Talking about there's private people who come in and out of this building. They might not want to be. I'm not facing anybody. Like, no one's going to be in the shot. I don't care if Jay-Z comes out. I don't want to record him. I want to record myself.
That was about to enter these retailers, about to have this cash for research and development, to virtually having nothing in the bank account. And it was a devastating moment because I couldn't explain it. And I didn't have an explanation either from that investor who pulled out. And I had to sit down with my team and tell them, no one is gonna come and save us. And I think being in that moment as a business where you can't look to anyone, you have to find that internal strength and say, how are we going to come out of this? Because I genuinely feel this business needs to exist. Right. And the mission that I started out with of making a safer environment, a high quality performing environment for Black women when it comes to their hair, I hadn't done that yet. And so stopping at that point would have felt like, I mean, failure is not a bad thing, but it would have felt like failure. And I think we went through the most grueling 12 months thereafter. But yeah, we cut costs, we found ways to survive. We then closed a $3 million round at the beginning of this year. Much smaller, but for me.
Do you feel like there's a difference between being a content creator and an influencer, and which do you think you are?
Y'all look good! Yes, I feel like there's a difference now, but there's definitely a blend. And I feel like I'm both. I feel like I'm a curator, and I love influencing because I love that community part with my girls, that connection. But also I still love to create, and I still love to tell a story and all the details behind it. So yeah, there's definitely a difference, but you can still be one, you know. Yeah.
If you like want to expand your career in the creative space, like moving to a city like New York or LA is like sometimes a good move?
I think it can be, but I don't think it's necessary. So I feel like, you know, like I said, my entire career birthed and boomed in Atlanta, like to another level. And I feel like post-COVID, the creator industry changed severely. Before that, you had to be in LA to do anything. All the events was in LA. We was getting emails for events in LA when we was in Atlanta. I said, I'm not doing that. So we just had to get what we could. So I feel like now, I think the game has changed. And post-COVID, I feel like brands are opening up and doing events everywhere, especially in Atlanta, because I think it is a center hub for Black women content creators. And I think that it's just a great place, and they're finally seeing the worth there. So I don't think it's necessary, but I think depending at what stage you are in your career and what you're wanting, and yeah, I think you can do it from anywhere, but I think it can be a good move. Yeah.
Definitely sharing things that are very lived in and experienced. And I also share a lot with my audience, the conversations that I have with brands behind the scenes when like a beauty brand sends something for, I don't know, acne or hyperpigmentation. And I'll say, okay, give me 30 days to try this out because I really need to understand what it's going to do and then tell my friends on the internet. You know, and I think I'm very transparent about that experience. So when I do speak on something that's positive for me, they know, y'all know I'm being honest about it. And I also share when something doesn't work out for me and why, and maybe why it might work out for you instead. And I think having those conversations are really important alongside of understanding what kind of content creator you want to be. Do you want to be someone who is constantly posting links off of trends or off of home goods or whatever the case may be, or are you going to be something who just posts really when you are in love with something? It's just like, I had to share with y'all, you know, so it's a pace too.
So you've all experienced major life changes, right, in the public eye. How have you approached that? How has it redefined you, and what has that process taught you about yourself?
I think through it all, like, it's been so crazy, you know? So it's like I went into my world of being in the villa, and then I come back and I have a whole new reality. And I think through that, I've been just adjusting and just like taking it step by step. Like, I'm not letting anyone rush me or force me to, you know, start moving like this or be like that. I'm staying true to who I am and going at my own pace. Number one is God. All the time. So, you know, every day I wake up, I'm praying, I'm telling God, hey, this is what I need. I'm so grateful and thankful for what you've given me, but this is what I need, this is what I'm working on, this is who I want to have that clear mental space. So just please, like, you know, shower me with your love, with your blessings and stuff. And, you know,
if you're always redefining yourself and you're always doing something new and going after something new in your life, there are gonna be people that doubt you. There are gonna be people that say, oh, he fell off, he's not the same. No. I didn't fall off. I'm just hibernating so that I can come back greater and better.
Today you live this space knowing that you deserve better. Do it, because we don't get a go around at this life. We don't get a do-over. I wish we did, but we don't. So you have to live your life. So for me, a lot of what I want to do with my work and what I'm trying to give to my audience is I want you to feel something. And sorry, I kind of got carried away, so what was the second question?
That I'm learning to adapt is not to negotiate peace settlements with people who are only confined to defining me as one description. That's not how you become a disruptive thinker. I'm learning that people that have seen me as a WNBA player, as a basketball player, are struggling to see me as a model. But, you know, being able to step into the conversations that God and I have that you guys aren't privy to, you know, which is okay. I'm learning the depths of who I am, and to piggyback, you know, off of what was said, that you have to give yourself permission to find out who you are and not be confined with who you've been. And your definition of success comes from your own momentum.
I created Amicole from a place of love, and I'm abundant. There's more flowing through me. That was the first go. But all jokes aside, but it was like, I had to, in terms of the courage to even do that, I'm from immigrant parents, and whenever I am discouraged, I think about all the sacrifices both my mom and my dad had to make to even get here, for me to even be a thing, right? My dad came here in '85, running up and down Fifth Avenue, selling bootleg bags or whatever he needed to do to make sure that his wife and his kids would come over here from Dakar, Senegal, West Africa to Harlem. And then thinking about it now as a mom, as a woman, leaving everything that you know back home to come not only learn the language, have no, child care support and no friends, and the vulnerability and the strength that it requires to not only come here, but open up a business and thrive in that. So when I think about my own feet, I think I am privileged.
We're looking back at Goodies, your early breakthrough in your career. What do you remember most vividly about that time in your life?
Most vividly? Oh my gosh. The world was moving so fast when I came out Goodies. I was fresh out of high school. Wow. I remember actually a year before that the label sent cameras to record me, and they said, this guy goes, Ciara, where do you see yourself a year from now? And you know, my Atlanta accent was super thick. It comes out every now and then. When I go home, it comes out. But and my super southern ATL was, I see myself on the number one song on Billboard chart. And God is good, because my first song, Goodies, was number one on the Billboard chart.
You and Russell have built such a beautiful marriage, a family that so many of us admire and look up to. How do you two approach supporting each other's dreams while also raising your children?
We're very intentional. You know, I think you have to, Russ just naturally has, like, we talk about having the attitude of servitude, and we love seeing each other win. You know, when he wins, I win. When I win, he wins. And we're committed to that, you know, we are one. You know, that thing when you say you become his rib, you know, that's a real thing. I feel like I'm his rib. I'm a juicy, saucy, tasty rib, okay? But we're very, very intentional about the effort that we put in, for each other. We're very dialed in. Communication rules the nation, we say. We're really big on communicating, and when we get to work together, it's a little bit of work and play. We're so fortunate that we do get to do a couple of things like our Why Not You Foundation. We get to impact together. That's so beautiful. And I'm glad I joined him on this beautiful journey that he started back before he was even the starting quarterback of the Seahawks. He actually started years ago calling a hospital, asking if he can go visit children. And it was so cute because he said that the lady was like, and who are you? But I love that was always his passion, because I had the same passion too. And we talk about the power of being equally yoked. When I met him, we were equally yoked. So a lot of things that I dreamed up were his dreams too, and we just get to do them together, which is a blessing. So at one point in time, there was a chapter of ownership when I was walking into one of my masters and starting to create new businesses, and now this is a chapter of gratitude. I'm so thankful for to be here 21 years later, and for you guys to be here and be excited about me. You don't understand, I don't care how big or small the room is, that is a blessing. It really is. I just have a heart full of gratitude. I'll never take for granted the small things, because those small things sometimes matter the most. I've just learned over the years to appreciate the journey, even when it's not the prettiest. That's why my company's called Beauty Marks, because I said all the scars you get from the obstacles you face in your life are your beauty marks, right? So I've been learning and working on embracing the journey, the good and the bad, because there's so much good in all of it, and especially when it doesn't go well. So I would just say, I think that I've been able to figure out how to use my wisdom over time, and that wisdom is so valuable. Like me being signed to major recording labels and now running my own label and going through the gamut of like a lot of like everything has helped me for this season that I'm in, right? So just I've learned to really truly appreciate the journey, of course the good, but also when it doesn't go so well.
When you start to speak life into yourself, it goes back to what I talked about earlier, speaking life into yourself. Like, that's what I want to leave you guys with, is like, whatever you do, even when we're human, you might say something that ain't sounding too right about yourself, and that's okay, but we gonna stop the tongue from doing that, and we're gonna wind it back and we start speaking life. So for me, yes, I've had significant moments where I prayed intentionally about what I wanted in my life, who I wanted in my life, and I was very clear. Like, and it's okay if you don't have clarity. Like, I encourage you to find the clarity, and once you have it, be intentional. You submit it to me. I'm spiritual, so that's a big part of my growth. Like, it all goes back to God and Jesus for me. You talk about Russ and I, it all goes back to God and Jesus for us. That's how we keep it peaceful when we might be having a little opposite feeling kind of moment, like not feeling, but we may be on two different pages sometimes. It goes back to God and Jesus. So when you want something in your life, whether it's work, whether it's business, envision those things, speak life into those things, submit it with prayer, be intentional when you pray. Don't let off of your prayer. Be consistent when you pray, right? Prayer really works. It really does, you guys. I'm telling you, every significant moment in my life and in my career, I have prayed for. That has been my journey, so I'm not going to stop praying. So, yeah.
Amen to that. Can we get a round of applause for Ciara?
Ciao. It's been a long day. It's after 5. I've been here since like 10:15. And the sirens want to ruin everything. But anyway, it was a good event. It was nice. Good panel discussions. And one thing that was pissing me off though is that VIP, if I pay for VIP, I don't want to wait in line for forever. They told us to be here at 10 o'clock. I got here a little bit after 10 and y'all still wasn't checking people in. I think that's kind of crazy, but it's dark, so I'm gonna finish this chat when I get home and we can unbox the goodie bag together. And yeah. Y'all, I'm back home, exhausted. I feel that was a long day. And no, I'm not sitting on my bed with outside clothes on. I have shorts on. I just took my skirt off. But then I remembered I have to close out the vlog. But I also want to do an unbagging with my goodie bag, my VIP goodie bag. But let me tell you a little bit about the experience. So Sip N Slay, it was fun. I liked it. All the panelists had like good gems to drop. Ciara had some good gems to drop. I will say some of the commentary was a little funny because you can tell it was like geared to push the sponsors of the event. So like Shea Moisture and Shop My. I think there was one other sponsor, but some of the responses that the panelists were saying were like promoting the sponsors, which it makes sense. Like if my business is gonna sponsor an event, y'all better talk about my stuff. The experience I didn't like was what you expect comes with purchasing VIP tickets for anything, like, you know, better service. What I hated, the only thing that I hated about it was that when I got to the venue, there was 2 lines outside, one for general admission, one for VIP. The event said doors open at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. I think I got on the line around like 10:10, 10:15 or something. And why is VIP still outside? No one from the event was outside like greeting anyone or even like telling people what's going on. There were just signs at the front door saying, you know, if you're general admission, go that way, or VIP, go that way. But the lines were not moving, and I was like, okay, time is ticking, time is going by, line's not moving, no one's coming outside to like say, okay, we're gonna get started or we're gonna check people in. Finally, I know at 10:50, that's when someone came out and said, okay, we're gonna start checking you guys in 3 minutes. And I was like, doors open at 10, and the first panel starts at 11 a.m. It's 10:50. You think you're gonna check in about 500 people in 10 minutes? I don't know. It didn't happen. So everything was just super delayed because of that. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. It was a good time. You guys saw. But yeah, let's go through the goodie bag. So comes in this tote, and it says Sip N Slay New York 08-23. So August 23rd. First thing at the top is kind of crushed. Oh, it's a bonnet. It's a wide edge reversible cap. So we got edge fixer. So we got some edge control, maximum hold, sandline headband. I guess you just put this on when you're doing skincare so you don't wet your hairline. We got Reframe Compression Complex Facial Sculpting Cream. Never heard of the brand Reframe before, but we're gonna give it a go. Shea Moisture Smooth and Shine lightweight hair oil. So we got Vaseline Golden Hour Glow, which I wish I had this at the beginning of the summer, not the end of the summer. Just because I could have been shimmering today. This looks like it has a lot of shimmering. You know what? Let's try it. Oh, this would have been perfect this summer. We still got like 2 weeks left of summer, right? Oh, you guys see my tan? This Bolden Brightening Moisturizer with SPF 30. Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I hear good things about Briogeo, so I'm excited to give this a try. Okay, we got an e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. It's an interesting color for a lip oil. It has shimmer in it. Got a full bottle Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Conditioner. I'm actually running out of conditioner, so right on time. Did they get the shampoo? Yes, they did. They gave the shampoo to go with it. So I'm actually happy that the gift bags gave full-size products. Like, you don't really see that in gift bags. They give you like little samples. Ooh, we got Way Detox Shampoo. I've never tried any of Way's products, but people rave about it, especially the dry shampoo. But I don't use dry shampoo just because I don't need it. Next up is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I love this. We got Vaseline Cocoa Shimmer Jelly Stick. What is a jelly stick? What do you do with this? It's to glow up. Directions: twist up product, apply directly to skin for instant hydration, dewy glow. Do you put this anywhere? So what's the difference between the other product I just used? Oh, this is a little more gold. What's the difference? I think this one's more oily. This one's more, I don't know. What is it? Matte. We got e.l.f. Thirst Burst Drops. Dewy and brightening. What is a Thirst Burst Drop? What do you do with it? Is it for your face? Reveal a juicy, radiant complexion. Okay, yeah, it's for your face. It looks like that. You got, oh, Glossier. I love Glossier. What is it, though? Oh, Soft Touch Lip Cream. It was Glossier, and then it's the, oop, wrong side. Oop. Where is it? There you go. What color? Is it clear? I want to see what it is. Oh, is it lip stain? I have stuff on my lips already, but whatever. Let's see. It's really red. It's actually pretty cute. I'll take it. More e.l.f. Another Reviver Oil, Glow Reviver, and is it the same color as the other one? Oh no, this one's more peachy and this one's more coppery gold brown. Oh, and then I got a blush from e.l.f. What is it called? Camel Liquid Blush. Is the color camel? No, the color is Coral Crush. We got the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Pen in Wicked Cherry. I don't think these lips need any more plumping, but let's see. Ooh, Summer Fridays. We got Summer Fridays. What is this? It's a Dream Lip Oil. And what color is this? Is there a color? In Rosewood Nights. More e.l.f. We got invisible sunscreen. Okay, so sunscreen that's separate. We can do that, but I don't want it in the actual like moisturizer or foundation or whatever y'all be putting sunscreen in. We have a sample. Oh, they're not samples. They're eye patches. Bold and under eye patches. And then we have a, what is this? A Shea Moisture magazine. I didn't know Shea Moisture had a little magazine. And it says yes and. What's in here? Okay, so tips and tricks on different hairstyles. So it gives you like pointers on, I guess, how to use products for different hairstyles you're trying to achieve with their products. Okay, Shea Moisture, I see you. Yep, that's it. That's all that's in my bag. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.